Let's talk about what is leading in your business. Is it fear or desire? Because money loves desire and fear repels money. So this money mindset strategy, lead with desire, is about how to lead with desire instead of fear in your business, because you want desire running the show in your business. The force that is as powerful as our need for survival is desire. Unfortunately, we have been taught by all kinds of spiritual authorities that desire is wrong. So we're taught that we should be grateful for what we have, that we should not want more, that we should be satisfied with our lives. And this is especially true when our lives are pretty good. There's nothing wrong with being grateful or having a gratitude practice. Gratitude is beautiful. But what happens is that if we practice gratitude in order to make ourselves feel better, because we don't think that we can attain greater abundance, or we don't think that we deserve an even more abundant life, then suddenly having a gratitude practice causes us to settle. It creates a limitation. So if you're saying it could be worse, that's actually not a reason to stay where you are. Desire has really not been okay for us. We've been taught that really wanting more for ourselves, more money, more sex, more freedom, all of this has been deemed as greedy or inappropriate or wrong. So we actually have this habit of squishing down our desires into submission, because we have a lot of voices in our heads and all around us who are judging our desires. But our divine nature and the nature of the divine is always for more life, for more abundance. That's what we're here for. That is our nature. And it's part of our divine self-expression to want to create something new and different, right? So, but we've been told for centuries that that is wrong and that it's not spiritual. But desire is part of our human nature. Desire is what moves us forward and past resistance and into possibility. So isn't it really convenient that spiritual authorities have instilled in us this idea that desire is wrong? So it's not strictly their fault, because thousands of years ago, think about this, thousands of years ago, we were slaying each other, we were killing each other. And what religious institutions did is they were trying to manage what was going on in culture, in society. And the way they did that was they taught human beings that that kind of acting from your desire, from your impetus, is wrong or bad. So it was a way to manage what was going on. And that thinking is what allowed us, for the most part, somewhat, to peacefully coexist. So the clamping down on desire was a necessary part of human evolution. But today, we don't need to do that, right? It's okay to want something more. It's okay to want it really, really bad. And it's okay to have your motivations not be entirely altruistic or positive, because your shadow side is actually an important part of your desire, right? And when we want something bad enough, especially in business, we can overcome any resistance that our survival instincts throw at us. And y'all have heard me talk about how important it is to be able to overcome, move past your resistance. So the problem is that we've largely conditioned ourselves out of feeling desire, because we think that we can't have what we want, or because we think it's greedy, or because our shadow side freaks us out. So think about that for a minute. What is actually going to happen if you have everything that you want? Will you lose your spouse or your family or your community or your identity? So a pattern that I see with a lot of conscious entrepreneurs is that they stay stuck in lack and scarcity, because it's actually easier for them to do that than really get in touch with their own deep desire and confront all the stories they carry about why they can't be, do, or have what they really want. So it's easier for these entrepreneurs to stay stuck in lack and scarcity rather than cultivate their own desire, because at some point early on, they learned that their own desire was wrong or bad. So our stories, the ones that run 24/7 in our subconscious mind, the ones that are cultivated within us primarily before the age of 7, these stories are trying to keep us safe. They're trying to keep us the same. So let me give you a couple of examples of these stories and how they keep us from our desire. Desire is wrong or bad. It's not safe to have what I want. If I am visible, I will get punished or I will be killed. Everyone else can have what they want, but I can't. Or a final one, it's too hard to be myself. So breaking free from these stories can actually feel like you're going to die. That's normal. But we've got to break free from these stories in order to get into relationship with our desire, because our desire is the ultimate guidance system for our business. So here's the first step to breaking free from these stories. Take some time to get clear on which stories are actually keeping you from your desire. And you can journal about it. You can talk to a friend about it. You can talk to a coach or a therapist about it, because those folks especially are trained to help you unpack some of these stories. So the first step is to get clear on what are those stories that are keeping you from your desire. All right, many blessings. Bye for now.